आनले कर उन्नि बोलति सकल शास्त्र पुराण धीनं तालधीनं तालपरिगतुरेरया आ सेतुवाह परिगतं नं जडाजूड सकल शास्त्र पुराण धीनं तालधीनं तालपरिगतुरेरया आ सेतुवाह परिगतं नं. Welcome to this session. Today we will learn a very beautiful Geetam in Shuddha Saveri Ragam. It's been composed by Sri Purandaradasar, and we'll not just learn this Geetam, but we'll touch some very basic but very important aspects of this Geetam, like the Swarasthanas and the Talam of this Geetam, which is very interesting as well. And I will take you through some simple steps on how one can improve on one's knowledge of the Swarasthanas or the note positions, which is very, very important. And it's really an exercise, an opportunity to understand as well how a simple Geetam. Now, this Geetam is one of the earliest lessons taught to students of Carnatic music. But even a simple composition like this, you can extrapolate and you can make it, you can dig deeper into this and create exercises for yourself, and you can learn a lot more. So first let's learn the composition itself. The notes and lyrics are in the description box. The notes of Shuddha Saveri are Sari Mapa Dasa and Sada Pa Mirisa. So it's a 5-tone raga, or what we call like an Audava raga. It's supposed to be derived from the 29th Melagartha ragam, Shankarabharanam, although some experts consider it as being derived from Harikamboji, but the more widely prevalent view is that it's derived from Shankarabharanam, Thira Shankarabharanam. So the notes are Shadjam, Chatushruti Rishabham, Shuddha Madhyamam, Panjamam, Chatushruti Dhaivadam, and higher Sa. So Sari Mapa Dasa, Shadjam, Chatushruti Rishabham, Shuddha Madhyamam, Panjamam, Chatushruti Dhaivadam, Shadjam. Sari Mapa Dasa Sada Pa Marisa. So you can see that there's a bit of gamakam given to Ri and Dha. Sometimes there is oscillation to the Ma as well. Very often there is oscillation to Ma as well. Sari Ma Pa Da Sa Sada Pa Marisa. So when you say Sari Sa Mari Mari, that's what you're saying. So you're touching the neighboring notes. Mari Mari Sari Ma Pa Da Da Sada Sada Sa Sada Pa Marisa. Okay. The Geetam starts from the higher octave. Re Ma Re Re Sa Dha Sa Anale Kara. So that's how the Geetam starts. So Sari Ma Pa Da Sa Re Ma. Okay, so Re Ma Re Re Sa Da Sa. And again, the Talam is Tisra Jadi Tribuda Talam. So Lekhu, Drudam, Drudam. Okay, in Lekhu there is 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Then Drudam, 1, 2, 1, 2. So total of 7 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we call it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. So again that's all 7 beats. But we can also consider this as, because it's got 7 beats, we can consider this as Mishra Chap. Okay. Now why do sometimes we call it Tisra Tribuda and why sometimes we call it Mishra Chap? I think so. If you're singing the Geetam slowly, like Anale Kara Unni Bolati, so that you can then put the talam like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. But if you're singing it at a very fast pace, for example, Anale kara unni bolati sakala shastra pus. So putting the talam like 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 would be quite tricky or difficult or not very practical. So you can put it like takkita takkatimi Anale kara unni bolati sakala shastra purana dhinam tala dhinam, like that. Okay, so that's Mishra Chapa. So you can use the talam like that. So in the slower paces, Tisra Tripuda, and the faster paces, you can use like Mishra Chapa. So let's learn this composition now. Re ma re re sa da sa. So this composition starts in the higher octave. Re ma re re sa da sa anale kara. When you practice, make sure that the notes and the what you're singing is falling exactly in line, and practice it with akaram as well. Anale kara. And remember, when you practice in akaram, try and open your mouth. I always try to advise that if you put 2 fingers without touching your mouth, like that, so the mouth has to be that wide. It doesn't have to sound very beautiful when you sing in akaram, because the purpose is not to make your sound look beautiful. It's to help use all the spaces in your mouth, and to create that sound. You get more volume of air, you get better technique. And when you sing, try and get support from your diaphragm. Re ma re re sa da sa anale kara. Now another point when you sing this first phrase itself is re ma re re sa da sa. There's a doubling of the re, or what we call like gender usage. So whenever there is gender usage, we tend to accentuate or give stress to the second note. Re ma re re sa da sa anale kara. You can sing like that as well. So there are a lot of areas within this Geetam where you can use gamakams like this, and you won't be able to appreciate all of that in the first time when you practice it and learn it. But every time you practice it and learn it, you will learn something new. We'll now go through the notes and the lyrics of this Geetam. I'll go one talavatam at a time. Re ma re re sa da sa anale kara sa sa da pa ma pa unni bolati sakala shastra pu da da sa da da pa pa ma ri da 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 pa rana dhinam pa pa da 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 pa tala dhinam pa pa ma pa da pa tala parigatu pamari sari sari re re a pama pa sari sari a pa pa da pa pamari a ri sari mama setuvaha da pa da sa sa parigatum nam re re sa da pa ma pa jada juda da da sa da da pa sakala shastra pu. The rest is the repetition. Pa ma ri da 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 parana dhinam pa pa da 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 pa tala dhinam pa pa ma pa da pa tala parigatu re re a pa ma ri sari sari pa ma pa sari sari a pa pa da pa pa ma ri a ri sari mama setuvaha da pa da sa sa parigatam nam. So that's how you can practice the Geetam and the lyrics. And like I said, practice this in slow speed, medium speed, fast speed with akaram and various vowel sounds, and practice it in the 2 talas as well, the Misra Chapa talam as well as the Tripura Talam, and you can feel the difference. Misra Chap Talam is not an easy Talam to learn and put it first. Takkidda takkatil aanale karavunni bolati. So it helps you to get that feeling of that Talam as well. It's a very useful Talam to learn. Okay, now the other aspect of today's lesson is to give you a little bit of tip on how you can improve your knowledge of the note positions, or what's called like the Swarasthanas. Sa re ma pa da sa sa da pa ma re sa. So we said that's the Arohanam Avarohanam of this scale, this raga, with a little bit of gamaka on Re and Dha we sang. Now you can take 4 notes, Sa Re Ma Pa, and use that, picturize those notes in your mind and try and formulate various permutations and combinations you can make with those notes. But think which note you are going to sing before you actually sing. So do it slowly. Sa Re Ma Pa. Now if I want to sing the next note Re, so you think like Sa Re Ma Pa Re. You want to sing Re, and therefore you have got the position of Re in your mind. Re Sa Re Sa. So you're going back to Sa. Re Sa Re Ma Re Ma Re Ma Pa Re Pa Re Pa Sa Re Ma Pa Sa Re Ma Sa Ma. So going from Sa to Ma, Sa Ma Re Pa Ma Re Sa. Now slowly you can build up your speed, but initially go very slowly. Think of which note you are going to sing, and then you take the next 4 notes. So Sa Re Ma Pa Re Ma Pa Da Re Ma Pa Re Pa Ma Da Re Da Pa Ma. So practice jumping from notes from Re to Dha, etc. Sa Re Ma Pa Da Sa. Now we take Ma Pa Da Sa Ma Pa Sa Da Ma Sa. So from Ma to Sa, Ma Sa Sa Pa Ma Da Sa. Now Re Sa Dha Pa Sa Dha Pa Re. Now you can our mind generally likes to go linearly. In other words, so Sa Re Ma Pa Da Sa Sa Re Ma Pa Da Sa. So we find it easier to go like that when one note follows the next in the mind. But when we want to jump from one note to the other, that is actually more tricky. That's the next level of learning. But practicing like this slowly, using maybe 4 notes, Sa Da Pa Ma Re Sa Da Sa. So you can take notes in the lowering notes as well. Sa Da Sa Re Ma. So Da Sa Re Ma is the combination we are using now. Da Sa Re Ma Sa Re Ma Da Sa Re Ma Sa Re Da Ma Ma Re Sa Da. Now practice this in slightly faster speeds as well as we go, but initially just go very slowly and think of the note you're going to sing and practice. Okay, that's one way. And there are lots more techniques on how you can improve your knowledge of Swarasthanas, and we'll go through some of them in future lessons. I hope this session was useful. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.